43,075 views since June 23rd, 2021. Johnny Diamond is on CBS television, CBSN, to discuss Robert Lacey's new book with America, as though most Americans give a rat's behind about Robert Lacey's new book, Battle of the Brothers. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because so many times, well, not so often, but I hear it enough that I'm really irritated when I hear it. People tell me, they say, Baron, you should not watch that. You shouldn't click on that. You shouldn't look at that. Okay, the clicking on it thing I agree with, because you're bringing revenue and driving the algorithm to certain people. So yeah, there are people I avoid. But this is CBS. CBS, something I kind of thought was a Sussex-friendly network. But somehow Johnny Diamond has managed to creep on to the CBS, I guess it's their YouTube channel or their whatever channel it is, but it's CBSN. And he was on live, and he was there to discuss Robert Lacey's new book. Oh, by the way, did I mention that this was CBS in the United States? It says CBSN is a CBS News 24/7 digital streaming news service featuring live anchored coverage available for free across all platforms, launched in November 2014. Okay, so it's going across 20 different platforms, right? So Johnny Diamond is there to discuss Robert Lacey's book. Okay, so obviously it's the whole rift between the brothers. But more importantly and more central to the conversation, those bullying allegations against the Duchess of Sussex. And this, of course, is June 23rd that this broadcast, so they're still driving that narrative. They have kind of did a reboot on the whole bullying allegations. And this is after she's given birth. So she's in this postnatal state. And they're attacking her. And CBS is helping them. Whether willingly or unwillingly doing so, they're helping the BBC via Johnny Diamond attack a new mother, an African American woman in the United States. This is what they're doing. CBS is helping. So as I'm looking at this, of course, it talks about Robert. He says Robert Lacey's first book came out in the 70s about the royal family, about royal something. And I'm just like, okay, there he goes, giving Robert Lacey all the credibility that he needs to impress the American viewers. And then, of course, from there, everybody's facial expressions change as we talk about that delicate English rose, Kate Middleton, and how she created a garden someplace and she designed it herself and she's working with children and child development. That's the other campaign, is to tear down the Duchess of Sussex. And if you notice, simultaneously, like a seesaw, we are uplifting the English rose. And then it goes on, of course, to this idea that the Queen has just managed to reach the summit of Mount Everest, or she's 95 years old and she made her appearance at the Royal Ascot. Either one is insurmountable and almost impossible for a 95-year-old who has never cleaned the toilet. So there you have it. There you have it. And so this is why I need you all to stop doing this to me. Stop telling me, Baron, oh, you shouldn't look at this. You go look on Harper's Bazaar. What you're telling me is to stick my head in the sand and pretend like this is not happening. And this is where I draw the line on that. When it appears on mainstream television in the United States, when it makes its way into what I would like to think are Sussex-friendly news sources, this is when I get really upset. Because right now, they are uplifting the dullest woman on 2 feet in all of the United Kingdom. Only so that they can lift her up, they need to tear down the Duchess of Sussex. They need to have the bad guy. This is a ploy and a tactic that the tabloid press has been doing for years. Charles Spencer, the Earl Spencer, even said at one time that they approached him and they said, you could either help us tell you your story or we'll do it for you. This is what Charles Spencer says. And if you notice, this guy doesn't seem to have a filter. He just kind of says whatever he's thinking. And why wouldn't he? He's an aristocrat. He's the Earl Spencer. Charles Spencer said that once his sister became famous, they approached him and they let him know, you're going to be the villain. This is the same thing that they did with Harry. Harry had to be the villain so that they could uplift William. But what they didn't count on is that Harry's personality, his intelligence, and his connection to people would actually make him the second most popular royal in the family. That they didn't count on, but it happened. But as William comes of age and the Queen approaches her glory, they have to go back into this mode of uplifting the Duke of Cambridge. Oh, God, I can't even say his name. But they have to uplift him, which means they have to tear Harry down. This is what's happening, folks. And it's not enough to do it over there, but they have to come over here with that crap. And it seems as though there's really nothing we can do about it, because when you have the weight of the BBC behind someone like Johnny Diamond, well, I'm here to tell you guys, just be vigilant. Yes, try to avoid the obvious clickbait. Don't drive the algorithm. But unfortunately, you guys, it seems as though we're just a flash in the pan. That it's enough of the Sussex Squad people that are still driving this stuff. Myself included. We all have to be very careful not to click on things. But when you take that deep breath, when you feel your stomach cringe, when you feel your throat tighten, and you want to click on that link, pull back. Pull back. We all have to do it, because we don't want to continue to drive these negative narratives about the Sussexes. And if we all do our part, maybe, just maybe, we can put a stop to this.